Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here this evening. You could be anywhere right now, but you choose to be here, and that's pretty cool. So thank you very much for being here. I sure do appreciate you. Once Ted returned, he ran to the bathroom real quick to take his dinner downstairs. He was finishing up his food. We will get started. So, before we do so, if you will take note, in the chat there, in the soul redemptions, there are some new options there. Oh, that's what feels weird. My fucking lighting's off. Give me a second. I've been sitting over here feeling so weird this whole time, and I was like, man, I cannot tell what is going on. Why do I feel so weird? The lighting was off. Now I feel so much better, like instantly. That's good. Also, I need to eat, but that'll be taken care of. The soul redemptions. I will show you what I'm talking about. When you click and go to redeem one of these little guys, so if I do cure wounds, and let's say I go cure wounds on me.
A dreadlord grants their strength, mend their broken flesh.
You should be receiving a little sound cue through, I guess the stream. I don't know. It's handled by Magic, so that's cool. But yeah, the next stage is going to be figuring out how to stream that through Discord so that my players will be able to hear it too. I can only have like 5, so I will be kind of limited in what I can do. It's gonna be like probably just for 5e, because that's mainly what I'm gonna be playing on the channel, I imagine. Like as in more 5e games than probably other games, just because that's what most people play. But yeah. So once Ted's back, we'll get started. I've been playing the shit out of Elden Ring. Oh man, I finally got the chance to like spend a whole day playing it yesterday. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. It's unreal. Honestly, it's unreal. But I love it. Huge fan of the old Elden Ring. I highly recommend it if you like Souls games. If you don't like Souls games, then you might not like it, which is fair enough, you know? Like, could not expect you to like a game that you didn't like the previous installments of, because it is mostly a refinement of those designs and like principles, and a repackaging, and it's big Dark Souls. Like, that's the simplest way I know how to put it. I realized I was just kind of like droning on. It's just big Dark Souls, but it's the best Dark Souls. I think it's even better than Bloodborne, and Bloodborne was my previous favorite. I see people like fan theorizing about like Bloodborne 2, where they're saying, what is it, Yarnum, like little Yarnum like towns and stuff, and like riding around on a horse to like those places. And that got me really excited to think about, because I could imagine like little like horrifying eldritch hamlets and shit just like dotted around this like horrifying gothic landscape, you know, and like having to go to those places and like kill the monsters there. That would be fucking cool. That would be real fucking cool, because like they nailed Elden Ring. They really did. I mean, what comes next? I don't know. I don't know where you go from here, you know? I don't know. But I wonder if Ted had to go to the bathroom. I don't know. I think I heard him say something, but I was like, okay, I'll be right back. And I took my earphones off before I heard him reply, which was probably a bad move on my part. Probably should have listened to what he said. Oh well.
everybody.
Hey, I just finished ranting about Elden Ring.
Yay. I wish I was playing Elden Ring.
Oh,
That game's too good.
it is too good.
Part of me
It
wants
is.
to jump right into New Game Plus, but I don't know how that'll mess with me if I try to co-op with you next time we can play together.
That's a
Because
good
I won't
point.
be up there. I won't be able to get to that point anymore. Although, I don't think I can help you with the boss that's up there.
Hmm.
I mean, I could, but I don't think we want to do it that way. That's a pretty torrent-heavy fight, and I don't think we can ride horses together. Well,
Oh,
maybe if it's in a boss arena, they'll let you. But when we did it last time, we couldn't actually ride around on torrent in the open world.
That's true. That's a good point.
But you shouldn't have any problem with that boss.
Okay. I'm feeling sufficiently
But it also
leveled for the
does.
shit that I'm against now.
It also does spiral. It does spiral into the end pretty fucking fast after that. So, like you said, you were gonna go do some extra shit. So
Yeah, there's so
that's a
much
good time
shit to
it.
do. Like, I haven't done any of Kalen. Like,
Wow, you just completely. I don't know why you're so averse to Kalen.
Kalen sucks, dude. That's why.
Go fight fucking Radons. That's all you need to do there.
Yeah, but I want to, like, see what's everywhere, you know what I mean?
Oh, it sucks, trust me. I was in a mine there last night at another one. It's just cancer everywhere you go.
Fuck that. Fuck mines. Fuck Kalen.
My homies hate Kalen.
All my homies hate Kalen. Alright,
That's when
so...
you were turning fucking Barovia into with your fucking dick towers.
It's not raw. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
What happened last session?
We were looking for Esmeralda, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'd been too long. So we moseyed off to her tower. I got shot by lightning again for trying to open another door in Barovia. So I'm just trying to open doors. Went around up some scaffolding, fell to the floor all the way down to the bottom, and exploded. That was like a 4-story fall.
Yeah.
Shook it off. Only broke half my bones. Got up, opened the door, party came inside. We found out we couldn't cast magic. We're like, okay, that's probably not good. Went to the top floor. Found a suit of armor with a seal inside of it.
May their aim be true.
Oh, thank you, Timo. Welcome in.
That
Timo just
scared
redeemed.
me.
You did?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, Timo just gave you guys a blast. That's nice. Thank you, Timo.
I probably need it. With the way things have been going. But we activated the armor. It pointed out the window. And it's like, hey, look, there's Strahd. And we're like, ah, fuck. Well, it was Esmeralda being chased by Strahd. And a bunch of wolves and bats. She came into the tower. Came up there to fight with us. And then we had to fight off Bat Strahd. Which sucked. It's about as much as any other version of Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
And then he waylaid Cyric and fucked off. Because he found out he could cast double fireball in that place. So, oh yeah, and then the wizard showed up.
No, he could cast his spells there, and that's not exactly what happened. You got it right up until the very end. He threw a fireball, where he was going to double fireball, and just as he went to hurtle it, one of them got counterspelled, and then go on.
Yeah, and then the wizard showed up.
Yeah.
Magic it.
Indeed.
So and then Sarah died.
Yeah, she got knocked out the window and eaten by wolves. And then he was going to double fireball the tower, and instead he only single fireballed the tower, which did rock its frame, and begin to send it not quickly, but very steadily careening over a side, which is not good for the structural integrity of a tower. Typically, you want your towers to be upright, generally speaking.
No, just take them upside down. Inverted tower, like an Elden Ring.
Well, unfortunately, the designers of this module had not played Elden Ring, and they made a regular tower. Because this module was made in the 80s? 79, maybe 80?
Versus Strahd was made in the 80s.
The original Ravenloft was, yes.
Well, you know.
Yep. But yep, that brings us to now. So that's gonna give you the old inspiration.
Hey, why do Alma and Gore have red dots next to them?
I believe that's indicating your health status.
Oh, that sounds about right.
So Alma, the wizard is floating out a good 30 feet away from the tower, up and off to the side of it. And Strahd, now in his human form, vampire form, is floating opposite him, about the same equidistance away from the tower.
Well, we need to get out of the tower, I imagine. So let's mosey on down out of there. Oh, there's nothing in here with us anymore, right? We killed all the bats.
That is true. Do you need me to drop the map for you again? Maybe it'll work now that you updated. Yeah, I figured it was that you hadn't updated it.
Updating for squares.
Yeah, but it makes shit work, so.
Sometimes. Most of the time it breaks something.
That's true. You would know as a computer person. Thank you, Timo.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, fam.
That's coding in a nutshell. It's like, well, I finally got that one thing fixed, and I made 90 more problems. Well, let's get out of here, everyone. This tower's falling.
So you, as you begin to all pile on, Esmeralda puts up a hand and says, "It can't hold all of us."
I mean, I fell down the tower once and I'm okay.
You're willing to make that drop?
Armor guy, I guess you can jump out the window and be fine. I guess we'll go first too. Me and Gore first.
The armor jumps out the window, shattering the glass. It lands on top of a couple of wolves that are eating Siric's body, and begins ripping and tearing into the other wolves that it didn't just crunch on the heads of, and their attacks seem to do nothing to it.
Yeah, get him up, mini anvil.
So who is this now getting onto the lift?
Alma and Gore.
It buckles under the weight when Gore steps on it. It cannot hold both of you.
Jesus Christ, this is the world's shittiest elevator.
Yep.
Fine, I'll go first.
Very slowly, it starts making its way down before Flintlock puts a contraption onto it, says, "Give me a minute, boss!" And as he sets in one of his machinations, this one not requiring any magic, luckily, it begins rotating it faster, lowering the platform just a little bit. You make your way down to the bottom where you jump off, and you hear one of them, Esmeralda, shout, "Up!" And you are now on the bottom.
Horrible.
Who's next?
Gore.
Gore makes his way to the platform, and you can see the wizards duel outside, reaching a fever pitch. Both of them strike out a bolt of lightning at one another, and the air around it cackles and bursts into this huge orb of electricity, both of them channeling their will and their might as best they can from the palms of their hands. An eruption explodes the interior of the tower, and I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from Flintlock, Esmeralda, and Gore. I'll make the one for Esmeralda.
Kind of wizard's tower is prone to magic. I'm gonna yell at that guy.
A dreadlord grants their strength. Men their broken flesh.
Thank you for the heal to
My
Gore.
broken flesh. I do it. I was rolling dex saves.
11 hit points to Gorgonor. Thank you, Timo.
No, you're about to lose all of that.
Okay, so let's see. 1 and 2. So Esmeralda and Gore are the only failures there, and they are taking 3d8 damage. 16 bludgeoning damage from the explosion, sending a shockwave and just blowing the interior of the tower down upon them. Let's see here. Can I just drag this to... Boop. He should have only taken half of that because he's raging still. And 16 to Esmeralda, and 8 to Flintlock. Gore begins descending the elevator and very rapidly makes his way down to the bottom where he jumps out.
Come on out.
What are you doing, Alma, while you're down here?
Well,
I'll go ahead and put,
have they breached the tower?
And where is the animated armor? The door is closed, so you can safely say that they have not breached the tower.
Awesome. Then I guess I'll just hang here until we get all together again.
Okay. As both Esmeralda and Flintlock get onto the lift, the spell that both of them were holding in can't be contained any longer, and there's this like completely flat, like just a plane of explosive electricity that erupts and sunders the tower clean in half. Esmeralda and Flintlock need to give me dexterity saving throws again.
What a mess.
Both fail. Ouch. Esmeralda is definitely knocked unconscious, and Flintlock is as well. Damn, I didn't think I was going to knock him out.
Our healer wasn't wolf food.
As the explosion racks the tower, the two wizards are like blanketed from each other for a moment, and the two remaining companions of yours descend the elevator in a heap. They are smoking and smoldering, but bleeding out.
Well, I guess we'll burn potions. So Alma will give her... Well, Esmeralda might have her own. Actually, she does. I'll fish around in her pockets.
You find a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing in her pockets.
Let's give her the greater healing, and we'll give Flintlock the regular healing. Okay. And then we'll never tell him about
that. Mediocre roll on Esmeralda. She regains 12 hit points. And Flintlock is getting a regular healing, so he regains 7 hit points. Oof! One less than her, and he got the lower tier one. That's rough, buddy.
That's fine. I just need them standing.
Yeah, so with the tower like split, the anti-magic field that was active in it is no longer active, and you very quickly look in Esmeralda's pocket, like in her inner cloak, and you can see that she's got like 2 jangling potions. You pull out the larger one and then pull out the smaller one and throw it to Gore, who begins giving it the small potion to the little guy while you force the larger one. Like, you just look at her biggest wound and you just pour it directly into like her chest where she's been like almost split in half. And you can see the smoldering like flesh like start to like dry very quickly and then like kind of flake off as she and Flintlock much does the same. Both of them having regained consciousness. You are down some single-use resources that Esmeralda had, but otherwise they are conscious.
Good. Now, let's get the fuck out of here.
You all rush to the door, I'm assuming? You find it open. Or not locked, I should say. And on the opposite side, there is a number of wolf bodies that are just absolutely decimated.
Yeah, get him, armor.
The armor is caked in wolf blood and sinew and viscera of like all these wolves he's just ripped apart with his bare hands. You don't see Siric's body, but when you hear it pick up the final wolf, you can hear something jangling around inside the armor when it just like takes its maw and just snaps it in half. It turns to face you, and then it gives you a thumbs up.
We want to the wagon. We're getting the fuck out of here.
You all pile into the wagon. You can hear Esmeralda jumping onto the top and saying, "Drovash!" These spectral steeds reapparate, and as you pull away from the tower, you can see the mist between the two wizards fade, and the intruder gone. Count Strahd is floating above, and as he looks down at you, he smiles.
Run. Run while you can.
Running to kiss your bitch again? A lightning bolt me.
He seems quite satisfied with himself. Let's see. I'm gonna roll to see if how much of a dick Strahd's feeling like tonight. Do you want high or low?
I'm feeling a little low.
You feeling low? You want something to happen on low, or you want to be safe on low?
I want to win on low, which means I don't die.
Tauntingly, he hurtles another lightning bolt behind you.
Oh, he
that
heard me.
Explodes outwards. Absolutely, he heard you. He has preternatural senses. He can hear like a fucking pin drop.
That means he felt it when our lips touched.
And as
He's over
the
there reading his
road
newspaper.
explodes behind you, these spectral steeds carry the wagon off
Get fucked
the
up.
road.
I mean, this whole point is for him to get fucked, but it's not gonna happen. Not on my watch. I'm gonna blue ball him.
That would be quite the inspiration, I guess, or quite the aspiration, I should say.
The
I
flame
mean, I don't
of
have to do
your
anything. He's doing it
ambition.
by himself.
Cease this flame of your ambition.
So you are here, and you are leaving here. Okay. Let's see. Which way are you heading? Back to the bone grinder?
Where was that place? It's down there. Nah, we'll stop at Valaki.
Okay. So it's random encounter time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You discover a foot trail that cuts through the wilderness. You almost fall as the horses do their best to pull themselves through this like hastily erected row of small timber that's stacked on top of one another. And as the back of the wagon like falls out from underneath, you can feel the slam and the jerking, and everyone inside gets like thrown to the ground for a second. If it was regular horses, they would have a really hard time pulling you out of this pit, which, staring out the back window, you can see is full of spikes. But being that they're spectral horses that don't get tired, they're readily able to pull the wagon out after a brief moment. Esmeralda like pops her head inside. Everyone all right?
Yeah, I mean, Cyric seems to be in pieces, but otherwise, I think we're okay.
She nods. I'm sorry.
Well, just another night in Barovia.
She nods.
Well, that was a really shitty way to go.
She was not the first eaten by wolves here, nor will she be the last.
Oh, I don't give a shit about anyone else. Well, I mean, you obviously don't get eaten by wolves. And the guy in Valaki is pretty cool too. But everyone else kind of eat my ass.
She nods. Well, let us continue then.
Yep. Wagon sure is nice.
What's that?
So this wagon sure is nice.
Oh, yeah. You make it to the bridge when you can see, standing on the opposite side, a lone direwolf. Esmeralda stops.
You're just running over.
With a flick, she says a word in a language that you don't understand, and the horses, spectral horses rather, without real fear of the wolf, just rush on. The wolf runs off into the woods out of the way.
Yeah, fuck you, wolf. Except those wolves are big, so I'm not sure how running that thing over would work.
And you make your way back to Valaki.
Thank God. Get some rest. Put all the pieces of Cyric back together.
Baby. Oh, yum. Oh, yeah, food. Big excite food. Alright, so you make your way to the tavern, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get that pulled up. Alright, so find Erwin holding some kind of council for the townspeople when you arrive. He's talking to them about, rebuilding after the most recent attack. And the people that are currently bothering him seem to be quite perturbed that the only safe place was the church.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely was a flaw in the city, wasn't it?
Erwin's statement is basically, I didn't make the city. You're looking at it like a bad thing when really it's a blessing. Like, we have a safe place. Basically, again, like, this isn't the right way to look at things.
Ah, he's got a point. At least I had the church. And us.
When you make your way
They'd be
inside,
long dead.
when you make your way inside, he gestures over to you and says, And look, it's those who saved the day themselves.
Yeah, we're a little woozy. We just fought Strahd again for the 5th time. One of us is dead, so we're gonna go upstairs and take a nap.
Everyone, for a moment, their spirits lifted. And then immediately it got dashed again, like, oh, one of
Man,
you's
motivation. I got that expertise in motivation, don't I?
dead. They, kind of grumble as they look back to Erwin again. One of them says, "And one of them has died. What heroes they are."
Oh, here you go, sir. Here's a dagger. You go fight Strahd. Right now, go. Walk out the door, I'm gonna shoot you.
I have consigned myself to my fate. Things were fine until you showed up.
Here's the door. Just say his name, he'll show up. Go give him a good stab, hero.
Without taking the dagger, he pushes himself out of the chair and just slowly makes his way out of the front door.
Let's see. Anyone else got any bright ideas? We all just continue to sit here and drink and bitch about things instead of actually doing something. Aside from Erwin, you know, who actually does things. If you guys want to switch roles, that's fine. I'd love to sit here and drink all day and just whine about shit instead of getting cut in half or watching my friends get eaten by wolves or drowned or fireballed.
As you end your little speech, in the corner, you can hear the sound of like a wooden chair being pushed out, and a man with like half a bandage is like sitting across from the person who stands up. You can see a old and bloodied uniform that they're wearing, and it takes you a moment to recognize him, but you recognize him as Guard 4, who says, "I didn't see any of you out there bleeding and dying with me. I lost friends that day, while you cowered in the church like children.
Yeah, fuck him.
She may not be a hero, but she's the best God's damned thing that we are going to get.
Oh, that's nice.
I saw it with my own eyes. The big one, he killed Balaban." They all kind of like murmur to each other, like, well, that was just a rumor, like. And everyone goes quiet for a moment.
I hate everyone in here. Fuck all of y'all. Rumors my ass. Y'all would have known what would happen if you weren't cowering in the church like a bunch of pussies. Sea pussy. I don't know what a pirate slur would be. Bunch of barnacles. A bunch of scallywags.
You're scallywags. They're landlubbers.
Oh yeah, shit, you're right. Gotta be better off if you were scallywags. Actually get some shit done. We need more Guard 4s in this town. And Guard 3. You're cool too. Actually, Guard 1 and Guard 2 are cool as well, but they didn't make it.
They both kind of like solemnly nod their head. Guard 3 doesn't really look like he can really talk right now. You can see like half the little bit that's showing from the half of his face that's bandaged up is like sewn with like leather scraps, or like leather strips, not scraps, I'm sorry. Very rudimentary shit. And he kind of like nods his head while Guard 4 says, "Aye. But their sacrifice, it cannot be in vain. You destroyed Balaban. We watched you. You can destroy the devil."
Lord, I'm trying. He's making it hard though. I'll give him that. But we can just get our hands on the rest of the artifacts. I think we'll be okay.
May I ask you something?
Sure.
May I enter your service?
Absolutely. You're probably the best thing in this place. No offense, Erwin.
kind of like looks for a second like he wants to say something, and then he...
No one's going anywhere until the devil is dead.
Yeah, we're getting there. Progress. You know. Oh, by the way, there's some sort of weird wizard flying around shooting lightning bolts at people. So, watch out for that.
He nods and he says,
I, the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok.
Is he on our side, or should I stab him too?
he kind of shrugs and he says,
A year ago he came. He tried to rally the people to his cause of defeating the devil, and when he charged Castle Ravenloft, all that went with him were slaughtered. He engaged in the wizard's duel in the skies above the castle, and when the dust cleared, the devil cast him down Ditzer Falls, 1,000 feet. His spellbook and his staff, they are missing from him. Whatever spells he knows, his power is profoundly limited. What's furthermore,
he looks around to make sure nobody else is listening. Excuse me.
Right there.
Oh, I feel a second one coming on. Maybe not. Okay. Nope, there it is. Excuse me. Thank you. He looks around to making sure nobody's listening, and he says,
what's more, he cast a mind-blank spell on himself. He cannot remember who he is. All he knows is that he lost a fight with the devil, and that he is trapped here.
Why wipe your own memory?
I assume so that whatever secrets he might know about the multiverse, the devil cannot take from him.
I see. Well, we'll just try to not get in his way then, as long as he doesn't get in our way. Although he might be dead, I don't know. Strahd kind of waylaid him.
If you can find his staff or his spellbook, either one might do it. It may restore his memory.
I mean, there is a book down in that sunken village that we have to go get. I don't know if that's his book. It's a book. Or at least according to the Vistani lady.
That is the tome of the devil.
That's Strahd's book. Strahd's diary.
he nods his head.
I'm sure that'll be a nightmare in its own right. But for now, excuse me, we need to rest and get Cyric back into the world. So we're gonna go upstairs and take a nap.
Is there anything I might procure for you?
Just the usual food, wine.
He nods. Very well.
Much appreciated, sir.
You make your way upstairs, take a nice nap, and after a good 8 hours of rest, you awaken once more.
Weekend. Do we wake up outside of Barovia? Was this all a dream?
No.
No. Damn it.
No.
I thought we could loophole our way out of it.
Sorry, dude.
Shit.
Shit.
Well, what's Esmeralda's plans?
So as you're having your breakfast and finishing up your breakfast wine, there's this slow, like, 3 times stepping down the stairs, and after a moment you turn to see Sirik, like, making her way very slowly downstairs. She wanders over to the table and just sits down.
Welcome back.
Captain.
Yep.
Captain.
Yep.
If Persephone built, why would she allow me to be trapped in it?
Well, I mean, you know my answer. Gods are assholes.
To test me, then.
I mean, guess you could look at it that way.
She turns to face you, and you can see these, like, thick, viscous black tears and, like, 3 streaks pouring down the side of her face. I don't know if I'm strong enough, Captain.
Well, you're gonna have to be, because we gotta get out of here.
And then what?
And then we go sailing.
Back to pirating after this?
I mean, we are pirates. The open air, taking what we want.
You don't
Good
think
life.
maybe somehow there's something that matters more in some way?
I mean, Dad said blow his mirror up with different words. So, you know, I figured they'd probably just get to doing that.
And to what end?
I don't know.
Where will the
Rich.
souls go, Captain?
What souls?
All the souls of those we reap from this earth. Where, oh where will they go?
Over to the 9 hells, I'd imagine. Most of them suck. Us included.
I wish for rest, Captain. I'm so tired.
Well, we can rest once we're out of here, because I don't think we're going to get any rest in this hellscape of a fucking place. But once we're out, you can take a nice long nap while we're sailing back to Izmira. Or wherever the fuck we're going to go.
She doesn't really seem too convinced by your answer. Not to get too heavy, but as I'm pretty sure everybody has been able to tell by this point, each character kind of gets a different trauma when they die and start to lose their mind. Eric's kind of depressive. She kind of starts losing faith in everyone.
You can lose faith in your god, but you can't lose faith in the crew. It's unacceptable. Fuck Persephone. Now it's got Van Diesel stuck in my head. It's about family. Don't turn your back on family side. Gods are temporary, families forever.
I never had a family, Captain. I just had... And she kind of looks to you.
Now you're just wounding me.
Shipmates.
You wound me, madam. How dare you call me a shipmate? I ought to slap you.
You slap her?
But you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna slap you. I slapped Flintlock that one time and it seemed to snap him out of it. Catch this backhand.
When you come across the back of her face for a moment, Her, you just see her like kind of like move with your hand, and then before she whips her head back around at you, the ground around her begins catching this blue purple flame in a ring, and you can tell she's mouthing the incantation that you've heard her say before when she's casting spirit guardians.
Hey, Mom said no spells in the fist fight.
She's kind of pissed off at you. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm going to cover her mouth so she can't talk.
Give me...
Otherwise known as the old school counterspell.
Just a straight up regular attack roll with no magic or anything. You're just using to try to grapple her.
Do I have thing? So that would just be a d20 plus dex, right? So I'm just gonna roll a d20 and tell
Plus
you what
proficiency.
the total would be. Plus proficiency, okay. 17.
Yeah, you definitely break her armor class. Now give me opposed dexterity checks.
To dex.
You are successful in stopping her from mouthing the words, and you can feel a sharp bite on the inside of your palm to where it's drawing blood. And she's... Oh. Yes, very good. Thank you. She, sorry, I kind of mind blanked for a second. She, is biting into your hand and screaming a word into your palm in ancient Elvish. It's hard to make out what she's saying, but after a moment you recognize it as her name, which, as you learned previously, is also the ancient Elvish word for hate.
Yep, we did learn that. But now you're in timeout, Si. You're grounded.
Gore comes up behind her and just, with a meaty palm, slams her head onto the bar, and she just boop, goes out real quick like a light.
Thank you, Gore.
Huh. The fuck was that about, Captain?
She said we weren't family.
Huh. Don't listen, that's just crazy talk. I think this
Yeah, I
place
know,
is
right?
getting to her.
Well, take her book. We can't have her yeeting spells at us.
He reaches out to grab it, and when he does so, his hand, like, he very quickly pulls back, and there's just frost, like, caked on it, and he... Ugh! Fuck! And he starts, like, wiping it off on his, britches.
You good there, big boy?
It's cold. It's cold as ice.
Well, I mean, it does shoot ice out of it, so I guess that tracks.
I don't think I'm taking that from her, Captain.
Okay. Well, maybe she'll be in a better mood when she wakes up. If not, we'll just karate chop her again. Wait, where the hell's Flintlock and Esmeralda?
You know what? I actually haven't seen them come down this morning.
No, well, let me go find them. I need to see what Esmeralda's game plan is. If she's sticking around or not, because we got a relic to go get, and it would be nice to have some extra help. So let me go mosey up there and see what's going on.
As you make your way up the stairs to the door that you saw Flintlock go in, you open it and there's no one inside, and then down the hall you hear this sound.
Okay, well, I'll follow that then.
You make your way to the door and you can hear some like kind of soft muttering, but without a perception check you can't really tell what they're saying.
Good thing I have perception check. Where is it? Not my strongest suit. Oh no, that's a thick door.
All you can really hear the sound is of like labored breathing, basically.
Is the door locked?
No.
Oh, well, we go in then.
You open the door to see Flintlock over the back of Esmeralda, who's got like the front of her like self covered, and Flintlock's like sewing up this gash in her back where she got like nailed by the planar lightning.
Yeah, that'll happen.
She like looks to you and goes, "Oh, Captain, come in."
I was just already in, but yeah. Was wondering where you two were, but I guess you're stitching each other up, so that makes sense.
I had to do surgery, and it was really hard, because I'm so
God.
tired.
I bet. Wait, y'all didn't fucking sleep? We were supposed to rest. You know we have things to do.
It's kind of hard to sleep when you're being operated on.
And it's
Well, that's what I
kind of
mean,
hard
like-
to sleep when you're operating.
Well, between you two and Sai being a little twat this morning, just headaches all around.
Captain, I'm sorry. Did you get hit by extraplanar lightning?
I'm sorry, but like, did you get cut in half by Strahd?
Almost.
Okay, well, almost doesn't count unless it's in cannon shots.
It was
I was gonna say hand grenades, but I didn't
way
know.
worse than a cannon shot, Captain. That shit resounded through the multiverse. Who knows what's gonna happen in other places?
With the lightning?
Yeah.
Well, that's not our problem. It blew up someone else's house.
Captain, I thought that big, tall, dark dick guy was, just a scary, whatever the fuck a vampire is. No, he's a wizard too? This is bullshit, Captain.
What are you talking about, Flynn? Like he fireballed us like 6 weeks ago.
Okay, I could do that with enough time and resources, right?
I doubt that, because I've never seen you do that, and that would be super useful.
Not
Are you
here.
telling me this
Are
now?
you forgetting about the vault and fucking gates? Jesus Christ, your dad told you that story like a million times growing up. I used a
it would involve
Hearthstone
you,
ruby.
so my eyes kind of glazed over.
I used a Hearthstone ruby. I raked it with a dead dragon soul. We blew the gates clean off of the vault, and we made out like kings. That's how we bought
Okay,
the boat.
so just make another one of those, and I'll shove it up Strahd's ass.
I don't have a Hearthstone ruby here. The dead dragon soul, that might work, but I don't have, the resources for the other bit. Unless, Erwin? No, I didn't think so.
And you just use one of Esmeralda's gems? She had like a shit ton of them. Not that I was eyeing them or anything.
A Hearthstone ruby is far beyond what I have, Captain.
Speaking of what you have, what are your plans for now? Was that your mentor? Why were you at the tower in the first place? You know you cost us a lot having to go look for you.
I'm very sorry, Captain. I went there seeking him. What I found was a note saying that he was off to the castle. I knew I just missed him. I took his horse and I rode. His note, she like jingles around in her belongings for a moment before she pulls it out. It's like cut clean in half and the edges are like kind of smoldered, but you can make out the gist of what she's saying when she hands the two halves to you. It's basically that he received an invitation to Castle Ravenloft signed by Count Strahd himself. A black stagecoach showed up and he wrote it. He's going to ride it to Castle Ravenloft, and don't come looking for me. The woman Esmeralda goes on to say, I thought I could save him, but that castle is a nightmare, Captain.
I'd imagine so.
I couldn't even get up the first floor. I don't know where he's being kept, but when I was looking for him, I wandered while running from the devil into the catacombs below. Saw a great number of crypts. I saw great rooms dedicated to his mother and father, to himself, and one more I could not enter. When he found me, he set his spawn upon me. I ran and I ran. I got on my mentor's horse, and I rode all the way back, chased by the devil in the form of the great wolf bat. You saved me. I am forever in your debt.
Well, I enjoy your company anyway. That being said, we know where another relic is, and I would appreciate the help in obtaining that thing.
Very well.
Though I'm sure it's going to suck massively.
Well, are we there straight away?
Yeah, sure. As soon as we make sure Sterk wakes up and isn't in her little rebellious phase anymore. As soon as you guys are done patching yourselves up.
Captain,
He kind of like shows his back.
I just had her get me enough to get her. I might need a bit.
You two are something. Alright, we'll take y'all's time. I'll be downstairs.
Maybe a day?
Sounds good.
Thanks, Captain.
No problem. Try not to rip yourself open or something.
Alright, now I can feel my arm beginning to fall off again. Would you mind?
And you can like close the door as she goes to start stitching him back together.
Jesus Christ. The flesh is weak, become metal.
Oh, definitely. The armor would have fared no better in that situation.
But oh no, I was referring to biggest, strongest metal boy,
Oh yeah.
and that the fact that like every other goblin in existence is also made out of metal now. Flintlock's gonna have a rough time when he discovers things.
Yeah, he's probably gonna want to do something about that.
Yeah. Good luck. He's the last biological gobbo.
Hey, all you need is some ingenuity.
Wait,
and
don't
he
goblins
is an
produce
artificer.
asexually in D&D, or did I make that up in my head?
I don't know according to the
Oh, you know
official
what? I might be
lore.
thinking of Warhammer spores with the orcs and shit.
Yeah, no, those guys just reproduce by spores. They're asexual.
I was gonna say one day he's gonna be like, oh, you know, I'm getting old. I'd like to settle down and put a baby in a female goblin, and then find out that that's not even physically possible anymore
Yeah,
because they're all metal.
that sucks for him.
That's gonna suck.
What's gonna suck probably worse is that he is slowly but surely, well, I would say pretty quickly falling in love with a human.
Yeah, how's that work?
I don't know how to have a precedent for it. We're gonna figure it out.
Well, that
I know that they can't like have children for sure.
So look, I know this is gonna be some very rudimentary math and science, but you know, if we're going off Pokemon standards, they're in the same class, so they should be able to fuck. Like
I said
goblins are
they can't have
humanoids, right?
children. I said they can't have children.
Well, that's what I meant. They should be able to have an egg. Do goblins lay eggs?
No, not in this setting. No, they're not mammalian because they're different. Like they evolved from like.
Yeah, but they're still humanoids, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Every hentai I've ever watched, it checks out. So
not going to touch that one. While we take the party takes a day to rest and recuperate after their last run-in with Strahd, I think we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, anybody. We're going to go on a quick 5 to 10, and we will return with more Curse of Strahd, Rise of Alma. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. I sure appreciate it. I needed to get something plugged into Fantasy Grounds because, well, I didn't know how much time I was going to have because I went back to the gym today, and I didn't have as much time as I thought I was going to, so. But, is there anything else you'd like to take care of in town before you and your party set off, Ted?
I think we're good.
Alright. Random encounters. Boop, boop, boop. You leave the next
What
morning.
map are we on? Because my screen went black when you plugged whatever you did in.
Oh, geez.
Are we on the Barovia map again?
Yep.
Alright, thank you. There we are.
Alright, do you see where you are gone now? You just crossed
Yep.
the Luna River crossing.
Yep, we're heading south. 'Cause I think that's what they said it was. Yeah, this little place down here.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. One, two. Oh, so back here, on the road, you are told, that she can't take the wagon any further. You're going to be descending into, like, marshy territory, and it's going to get stuck.
Okie dokie.
So she sets
Pussy
it.
ass horses.
It's not the horses. It's going to
Yeah,
be
it's
the
wagon.
wheels.
Pussy ass wheels. You just make the whole wagon a ghost.
Then how would you sit in it? So she sets it
My
and
ass.
locks it up and rigs it to blow in case anybody comes in and tries to fuck with her shit. With all the alchemist's fire. And
Nice.
yeah, so you made it down to here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And random encountered. In the middle of the road, you see a lone scarecrow. So when I say road, it's more like just a path. The animated armor set guard with the thing, the wagon, by the way.
Okay.
So there is a lone scarecrow standing in the muddy path. As you make your way up, like, to and around it, it just kind of, like, sits there, kind of with its head slouched down.
Well, why don't we just shoot it? Shoot first, ask questions later.
A shot rings out from Flintlock's rifle, hitting it straight in the heart, and there's a crumpling sound from within, and Flintlock, looking very satisfied, "There we go, boss."
Okay, well, we'll just skirt around that thing then. Nice shot.
So you and your party make their way 30 feet closer, and then you can kind of hear a shuffling sound in front of you.
From the scarecrow?
Give me a perception check.
Pop, 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 pop. See if Sai's still being a little bitch. Fuck you, Sai. Get your head in the game.
She is just a bit, you know, out of sorts, as it were, as you, look to, like, get closer to it to investigate if that was what made the sound. You can hear a couple of shuffling sounds, and you notice that it's not coming from this thing at all. It's coming from either side of you, in the murk and marsh, in the mist, out past your vision.
Well, I don't like that. Let's see if we can keep moving.
So once you get 15 feet closer to the creature, you can hear the shuffling sound again, but much closer, and you look from the side to see this head loll forward and look directly at you.
Fuck you, Scarecrow.
And it snaps upwards, and it instantly begins growing very rapidly.
I don't like that.
Until it is size large.
Big boy, big Scarecrow.
And let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Yay.
Okie dokie. It shouldn't say 2. I fucked up when I added it the first time. Yeah, so it begins explosively growing, and I need to roll Esmeralda's initiative. Let's see here. I'll just do a dexterity check for her, and that'll be fine. She got a 10. Flintlock goes first.
Damn it, Flintlock. Shoot it better this time. This over here. Nice. Yeah, that could have been better. Well, actually, we don't get to use this very often. I wonder if this makes a difference.
You set it on fire. It deals double damage. You can quickly tell that the chest of the creature that Flintlock, when he threw his brass cannon down, he stuffed in this like smoking torch down the barrel, and when he like pulled it up, he like ripped from the back with his foot on it, and it goes sending this huge cone of fire just onto the huge scarecrow that begins making horrific sounds and freaking out. It definitely dealt extra damage, yeah.
Yeah, how do you like them apples? I guess it didn't. That'll be Flintlock's turn. Alma. And then we stab it.
Ooh, nice.
I don't like scarecrows.
He got a crit.
Oh, hang on. What's up with this? I don't have it on my sword.
What's
How
that?
many d6s do my sword? Are my swords 1d6?
I thought they were, yeah.
Okay.
They're
Just,
short swords, right?
yeah, like I guess
rapiers?
because I updated like
rapiers.
instead of instead of it saying 1d6, now it's just d6, and it threw me off for a second.
Men broken in flesh.
Ooh, okay, so far, for the session, I'm gonna kind of change how souls work because people were just kind of already doing it this way. When people spend souls for a session, I'm not gonna really put a time limit on it, so if you get a heal, you can just kind of hold on to that. Timo just sent you guys a heal. So he sent you a bless earlier, so you guys still have a d6
One in my back pocket.
for the session. Yeah, so you like spring upwards onto the huge, well, not huge, but the large scarecrow's knee, and then when you spring upwards, you bring your sword through its neck, gashing open this huge straw and some kind of thick black goo from within.
Yeah. Size turn. Can you take the unconscious off of her?
I can.
Up inside. When you have You do. Oh no, Sacred Flame's radiant.
You guys are hearing those effects, right? Timo, let me know if you're hearing those effects. I hope so.
I certainly am. Spoops me every time.
Is it coming through the speakers or what?
It's coming through my headset.
It's coming through your headset?
Yeah, I can hear it in my ear. I mean, I don't know if that's me picking up your
Is it
noise.
clear or raspy?
No, it's clear. I can hear it.
Pog!
I don't know if that's me picking up your audio or what.
I don't know, but that's fucking cool.
Yeah, it sounds like the guy from what is it, Darkest Dungeon.
That's my boy Red. Shoutouts
Yep.
to Red. Go check his shit out. I'm gonna put his Ko-Fi in chat while you're gonna do what Sirik is gonna do.
I'm looking through her shit. Give it a Sacred Flame.
Where is my boy's thing? I will have to find it later so we can keep the game running. Oh, it's Gore's turn.
Gore's turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. This is a great time to do it then. There he is. There's his Ko-Fi. Go check it out. It's awesome. He does fantastic voice work. He's done a lot of voice work for me in the past, so check him out. He does my trailers. Was that both of his attacks? There you go. Ooh. Fantastic. So, you all onslaught?
What?
You all let loose your onslaughts, and Esmeralda's turn?
Yep.
Esmeralda is going to take her short sword to it. She hits. Where is the short sword? I just lost it. Okay. Boop. That should not have resisted that at all. Okay, maybe it should have. That's fine. And then she is going to attack with her rapier as well. Which was also a hit. She rolled the same thing on both of those attacks. Wasn't even a very good roll, but still hit. Yeah, and she could have killed it, but she just misses. She goes for the eye. She plunges in for the eye, and it just rocks out of her like thrust at the right moment, sending her blade just tearing off its like facial nose. And it is going to make everyone make a wisdom saving throw.
No.
So I'm just gonna drag this into chat. Boop. 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 All right, who passed and who failed? It looks like everyone passes except for Alma.
I don't like scarecrows.
Yeah, apparently you have a legitimate fear of scarecrows because you are paralyzed. Everyone else doesn't really give too much of a shit about the burning black-red fire that's coming out of its eyes, but something about this just like uncanny valley, like it's shaped like a person but it's not, and it just gets under your skin and makes it crawl. It doesn't really jive with you at all, and you are paralyzed. And it is the turn of Flintlock, who says, "Captain, get down!"
I blame the Wizard of Oz for making me scared, or whatever this world's equivalent to that would be. A book, Wizard of Hespera. Scarecrows can eat a dick. Oh, missed with that one.
That was just a wild shot as he jumped on top of you, as the scarecrow, like, is going to slam its hand right down on top of you. And just as he does, he twists something on his wrist that makes the cannon, like, rotate and then explode over the scarecrow with fire, which turns it very quickly into a smoldering heap of straw. This goo is boiling and roiling as it's like getting squished out of it, but the scarecrow is felled.
Gross. Well, that could have been worse.
Indeed.
All right, let's carry on.
You all right there, Captain?
Yeah, I'm good. Nothing to see here. Stupid ass scarecrow.
I haven't seen you freeze up like that since you were a little girl.
Oh, you know, they're weird. This one time at band camp, there's a scarecrow. Don't like him. Freak me out.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna totally figure out how the angels work, and then we're gonna fly, and then it's gonna be great. We'll get big metal wings. It'll be fantastic.
Wait, what the fuck are you talking about, Footlock?
His mind is
fuck are
still
you on?
fraying.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's so out of
the-
left field.
That's what I wanted. Yep.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. If Gore doesn't kill all of them first, he has a knack for it.
Yeah. You know.
You know who Gore reminds me of? He reminds me of the dude from Darksiders who referred to angels as pigeons, and he kept beating the shit out of them.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
He's like, stupid pigeons, and he like ripped their wings off and shit.
To Gore, they'd be gulls.
Piss off, goals!
Alright, so your movement from here on is slowed, so you're going to be rolling more random encounters along the way.
Oh, I hate Blighttown.
Boop. Boop.
Hate, was this Caelid in fucking Barovia?
Boop. Boop. No, that place has scarlet rot.
I don't know what I'm walking into.
Boop. 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 And you make it.
We did it.
The dirt and grass turned to marsh when the trail dissolved into spongy earth pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down into the mire as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where a light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones. And the light approaches you.
Oh no.
About 30 paces away, it gives way, and you can tell that it's a torch.
Oh.
Holding it, the familiar face of Arya, the were-raven.
Ah, fuck. God damn it.
Captain, it is good to see you.
Yeah, I see you. That is a fact. That is a statement.
How have you fared?
You know, I was good. That was good. I didn't think it was gonna get worse with the scarecrow, but here we are.
You saw a scarecrow on the road?
Yeah. Big one.
There are many about.
Oh, great. I don't want to be here anymore. And you're here. Why are you here?
I came to warn you.
About what?
Baba Lysaga.
Who now?
Arya goes on to tell you the tale. Long before Irina Kolyana, there was a peasant from Berez named Marina. The vampire Strahd first met Marina in this small village on the shore of the Luna River. Marina bore a striking resemblance to Strahd's beloved Tatiana, both in appearance and in manner, and she became Strahd's obsession. He seduced her in the dead of night and feasted on her blood. But before she could be turned into a vampire, the burgomaster of Berez, Laszlo Ulrich, with the aid of the local priest named Brother Grigor, killed Marina to save her soul from damnation. Enraged, Strahd slew the priest and the burgomaster and used his power over the land to swell the river, flooding the village and forcing the residents to flee. Later, the marsh crept in, preventing the villagers from returning. Berez has remained abandoned ever since.
Man, Strahd's a dick.
Yeah, Babali Saga is an almost mythic figure. She is a hermit. She spends most of her time crafting and creating these scarecrows to hunt down and kill me and my kin.
Why y'all specifically?
She knows that we cannot directly interfere with the devil's workings, but we stand against him in our own ways. She is like a mother to him. The one who suckled him, his nursemaid. She is the one that first saw the great spark for magic within him and taught him how he could feed that. She is why he is the wizard that he is.
Right. She did the world a favor with that one, didn't she? This doesn't explain why you're here.
I had to warn you, as I said.
I mean, you could have done that before we left, right?
No. There's something else. She has one of the wine gems from my uncle.
Oh.
I couldn't
Why?
say that in front of Erwin. As far as I can tell, as close as I could get, she's using it for some kind of profane ritual.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly what we came here for, but of course I'll keep an eye out. I did tell Erwin I would help with those. There's 3, right? We have 1, so this would be the 2nd.
Indeed.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it'll be with her. I'm assuming she's in this village somewhere.
Beware of her house.
Her house?
She has sacrificed so many to Mother Night. She has bathed her home and hearth in their blood on nights of the new moon. And she has borne a piece of herself through the gem into her house.
Those wine gems seem to be able to do more than just make wine.
When you are as knowledgeable of the dark arts and not detestable to the perversions of the natural world, I suppose anything is the limit. Maybe even nothing.
Well, did your bird eyes happen to see where her house is?
the mists past the manor on the other side of the village.
So she's not in the village proper. She's on the outskirts. I guess that makes sense if she was a hermit.
She gestures to the like hilly cliff sides next, like on the northwest side of you. If you had wings, maybe you could pass above, but the only way is through the village.
Why don't you teach us some of those were-raven tricks?
I would not ask you for this curse. You would
Yeah.
be unable to leave this place, even with the devil dead.
You know, Flintlock, that actually reminds me of the thing you said earlier on the road. Why don't you make us wings?
Me?
Yeah. Can't you, like, put rockets on our back or something?
I don't have technology here.
Oh, I'm talking about here. I'm talking about, like, in the future. Why don't you strive to be, like, a giant, what's the word I'm looking for? A really ingenuitive goblin. Become the best goblin.
Captain,
I mean, you're the only goblin.
I am the best goblin.
So, yeah, I mean, that does make you the best by default.
Also, the angels tell me of some pretty sweet designs, big metal wings. I don't even think the Ebon Rose has what we need for that. But if we could steal from some pretty bad mamma jammas, I think we could have something good on our hands.
I mean, Strahd's gotta be the worst of them all, right? Who knows what's in that castle?
Could be a giant metal wings.
It could be. It could be anything. It could even be a boat. Oh, damn it. I got that fucking stuck in my head. Metal Wings could be anything, but Castle Ravenloft could be. We'll just steal the whole castle. The heist of the century. How would you think that castle weighs, Arya?
I am not the best at math.
God
It's-
damn. Is there something you are good at? Because I hate you with every passing day.
I'm good at scouting.
Are you?
I just told you about Babali Saga.
Mm-hmm. And you pointed to the cliffs over yonder. Hills, rather.
To emphasize a point, yes, that the only way through is through the village. Unless you want to go swimming in the marshes, but I would not do that.
Why not?
The denizens of the village, they did not stay quiet in their watery graves.
Oh, that's not good.
To venture to the river, it is logged with their bodies, so much so in some places it is like a dam.
Jesus. Oh, that smells horrendous.
Avoid the river, Captain.
Well, if you say so, then I guess we're going through the village.
Be safe.
Alrighty. You too. I guess you'll just fly away and be okay.
He does so.
Goodbye.
Flies up to the hills up above to watch.
God fucking damn. This lady. This woman.
This
We need a massive soul bet for the end of the campaign. Will Alma respect Arya by the end of Curse of Strahd? Probably fucking not.
Probably fucking not.
I've despised her since the day I was okay with her until, the first time I met her. But then she got into combat with us. And it's just been downhill ever since.
Yeah, I mean, again, she is good at spying. She is not good at combat.
Yeah. Which, kind of how my respect metric works when it comes to the crew and stuff.
Well, she's not useless, I'll tell you that much.
Ah, well. Alma,
Not everybody's a fighter, you know? And that's okay, it takes all types.
Nope. Fighters. If you're on my boat, you can fight.
What about the
Even
cook?
the people who... What? The cook can fight? You think I have a cook that can't fight? That's ridiculous. What if someone sneaks into the kitchen?
You make a damn good argument. I can't refute that. All
You
right.
think Chef Vincent wouldn't whoop our ass?
Both of us together? Does he have a knife?
He's a chef. He's got a kitchen full of knives.
Hmm.
Like cast iron pans.
Yeah, I mean, no, that tracks.
This place looks like a bad time.
Yeah. This is another map made by Aeon Bar. I will post a link to their Patreon in the chat as well because they do such phenomenal work. Thank you so much for once again allowing me to use your wonderful maps in my Curse of Strahd campaign. Let me go ahead and make sure that link works. Just do my due diligence. And it does. Fantastic. Good deal. Okay, yeah, check them out, especially if you're running Curse of Strahd or you just like Curse of Strahd maps. Phenomenal fucking maps. Well, there's no reason for me to hide these because you can absolutely see in the mist standing out on their perches scarecrows.
No! Arya, you bitch, you didn't warn me about scarecrows.
She said she was the one making the scarecrows.
Yeah, she didn't say there were scarecrows in the village. She just assumed I would assume that,
Well,
which I did. But they looked smaller so far.
so what do you guys do?
Was there a wall in front of us?
Right in front of you, yes.
How tall is it?
It is 15 feet up.
Oh, nope. We'll be doing this then. Making our way downtown.
One second. No. I need you. I miss you. I want. I could fall into the sky. You think time would pass me by. As you know, I walk 1,000 miles if I see you tonight. Okay. Which one was that? Sorry, I'm still setting this up real quick. Again, I did not really have time to prep as much as I wanted to.
We're all good. My lotion smells good. Mm-hmm. Started treating my body right.
Yeah, I need to put some lotion on my elbow. It's been dry like a crocodile skin, dude.
Well,
Sing it out loud. I
I've been
hear Michelle Branch.
I've been lotioning up after I shower.
I should do such a thing, honestly.
Yep. Smooth. It's like a bourbon scented lotion.
I don't know if I would like that, but I'm sure it smells good.
It does.
Oh, popping my neck feels good. Okay, you can accept the thank you. Appreciate it.
I guess we're not in combat yet, so let's move again. How deep is this? I guess I wouldn't know that. I don't know about the water, so we're gonna stick on these parts first.
So, slowly, treacherously, you make your way up the outskirts of what was once the great Ulrich Manor. It stands now decrepit, nigh on destroyed, a ruin, flooded, and rotten. The festering clouds of the flies swarm here and there in the water. You can hear the shuffling sound of straw off in the mist.
No. Now I had to come up with backstories to why the fuck I'm so scared of scarecrows. But that's the beauty of D&D. I never intended for that to be a thing, but because of the way things happen, now I have a scarecrow phobia.
Gotta love it.
Yep. I'm sure I just got spooked as fuck on one when I was a kid or something. Back when I was a little street rat.
Well, you know, actually, this might actually be the first time Alma's ever even seen a scarecrow. And it could just be
That would do it. Like, okay, I mean, let's be realistic, right? If I walked outside right now and something like that came at me, I'd be terrified. That would scare the piss out of me.
Yeah, Alma's lived at sea pretty much her whole fucking life. She's never seen anything pastoral like a scarecrow, right? It's probably the first time she saw it.
Look what happened when she decided to stick on land for a couple weeks. Barovia happened. Fuck this place. I'm never leaving my boat again.
So slowly, you through the water. In a brief moment of panic, your foot sinks into the mud, but Gore is there to pull you out. Your boot stuck. He reaches down and grabs it and, like, kind of pours the mud out from it before, like, still holding you in one hand, like, pulls it around your foot and, like, hefts it up. There you go, Captain. He sets you down.
Thank you.
Look out for that.
Yeah, it's kind of muddy.
Your movement was halved in the mud, and also, I need a Constitution saving throw from you, Alma.
Oh no. Constitution.
Okay, and it is definitely a failure, so... You take... Where are you at, Rido? There you are. You take 14 damage from the moment when you got sucked into the mud. These flies that I spoke of instantly swarmed around you and began, like, biting into you and sucking all the blood out of you that they could. You pat them and, like, squish them as much as you can as Gore's, like, holding you up and, like, getting your boot and everything. But they hurt like a motherfucker. Like, literally, like...
horseflies.
Oh, they're way worse than horseflies. They're little fucking...
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're like little fucking vampiric flies, dude.
Like, the worst thing that ever... Well, being dramatic, but it was not a fun experience when we were at Wimberley and we were fishing by this little pond area of the river by a big tree and the sun was setting. And God, the entire nest of horseflies was under that tree and we didn't know it.
Oh my God.
And they came out at once, and it's like little buzzsaws all over your skin. My mom thought we were being murdered because we came screaming back up to the cabin. She was like, "What?" Like, dear, they're everywhere.
Well, that definitely just happened now. Alma is really not having a good time in this fucking swamp.
Great. And now I got swamp ass. Flies are nibbling at my bits.
Yeah, not a good time for you.
Nope. I hate this place. Just when you think Barovia can't get any worse.
It does.
Well, I guess we should probably just fight here then. So, okay, we'll start shooting scarecrows. Since we can see these two.
Go ahead and let's just go ahead and roll initiative then.
Yeah.
The second you shoot the first one, they're all gonna move.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Can I be downtown?
This playlist is awesome. It's a cryo chamber. Shoutouts to cryo chamber.
Nice.
I'll post their links in the chat in a minute. But yeah, they fucking, oh man, it's called Songs for the Swamp.
Swamp songs.
Yeah. So check them out. Okay, so
Actually, I'm
whichever-
gonna toss that cure wounds onto me now.
you can toss the cure wounds onto you now. Okay.
Yeah, which was
Shoutouts
What?
to Timo.
2d8.
You
Oh, you got it, thank
heal
you.
For what is that? 2d8 plus 4 is goddamn. What am I thinking? 13. So you're at 1. Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Fucking
Timo.
flies.
Okay.
Gracias.
Alma, you go first.
And then I pull out my gun. These scarecrows don't back up. I'm gonna cap someone. Why'd I do that? I mean, that worked, but
Blam!
kerplow.
Huge tufts of straw explode out the back of the scarecrow, and very quickly, all of them snap their
I can only
stabs
shoot once.
as they come up from their place. You can hear the ruffling sound of a couple of them, and it's kind of hard to tell, but you can definitely see a lot of black ooze coming from a couple of them. Flintlock's turn.
Bum, bum, bum. So if I remember correctly, right, Flintlock's one of the things on his new rifle was he can shoot it twice. It doesn't have the loading property or something.
It does not have
That's
the
what makes
loading
it
property.
Okay.
He still has to be able to attack twice. I don't know if he gets that as an artillerist or not. I don't
Oh
know.
no, I see what you're saying. I got you. But he can still use his. That's why I've been able to use the other ones because they're bonus actions. That makes sense. Because Alma can't shoot her pistol twice
That's correct.
because loading. Okay, so he'll take one shot with this.
That was almost a 3.
I know.
Blam! He fires
Pow!
into the chest cavity of the creature.
I don't actually. Now, what's the range on that? I think it's 15 feet.
We need a tiny cannon mini. I need to make that in Hero Forge. I bet I can make a tiny cannon mini.
Leg with guns. Or wait, gun with legs.
Gun with legs.
Hang on, I'm trying to.
Leg with guns, that's funny.
Pretty sure. Yeah, where's this? Abilities. Eldritch Cannon. Flamethrower. 15 foot. So. Go like this. Ah. Fucking. Get over here so I can flamethrower you. Okay, then he'll just get Eldritch Cannon right now.
I don't know if he can change it once he sets it out, by the way.
That's actually a good point. Cause
I don't think he
if that's the
can.
case, I would rather him hold it. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't recreate it until the end of a long rest. Oh no, you can expend a spell slot to do it. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Flintlock has spell slots,
Yep, you sure do. He's an artificer.
but he doesn't have any good spells, so I never use them.
Thanks, Rick Stevens. This is Aeon Bar Cartography on Patreon.
Well, if that's the case, then we're just gonna force cannon, and if I need to swap back, I'll use the spell slot. Ooh. Flintlock's doing those little dicey rolls today.
Blam!
Wow.
It explodes into a shower of, what's that called? Straw?
Organor. Oh. Or straw.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Still want to make my ranged rogue one day that plays around throwing daggers.
15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Which one's 4? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then it's gonna leap over to here. Actually, no, it's not going to. It is going to use its terrifying glare.
No.
This is a little guy though, so he can only target one. He's going to target Gorgonor. Who nat ones? Oof.
They're scary.
They are very fucking scary. It burning with this black-red fire steps out of the mist, and Gore, like, holding his sword, like, he's really on edge because he can't see anything and he's a melee boy, and then the first thing that he sees stepping out of the mist is just this, like, burning eldritch, like, flame of, like, profanity, and he's and he's paralyzed. 5, 10, 15. And this one over here is gonna do the same thing to you.
Aha.
You
can't get me again.
succeed.
You're not as scary as the big scarecrow.
6, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. Are you immune to all of them? No, you get no immunity actually. That's good. So he's just gonna do the same thing to you. But
Aha.
you 16 on that one. Okay.
Nobody makes me pee my
7
pants.
is one of the big ones. It explodes into size.
Uh-oh. That'll do it.
It uses all of its movement to get over there. 8 is also.
This is a bad time. All of a sudden.
And it's gonna hit. Gore's already paralyzed, so it can only hit you in flintlock with that range. So both of you hold fast. It is Siric's turn.
Bro, it's more like stupid. Well, sir, I don't want to pop this. Ooh. No, that's centered on you, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Really don't want to bust out the bow just yet. So let's just do this.
Sacred Flame. She hurtles a ball of blue-white flame at that scarecrow, which hits it square in the chest, but doesn't seem to singe too much. These things are... they're not undead. Let's see here.
They're probably constructs.
Until the end of the scarecrow's next turn. Must succeed on a saving throw or be magically frightened until the scarecrow's next turn. The target is paralyzed. No repeating saving throw. Esmeralda's
That
turn.
was Scarecrow 4. I think it's the one that aimed at Gore. So, Esmeralda. Go do your thing, girl.
She is going to throw a firebolt at
Sweet.
the nearest scarecrow. It hits.
Only had fire bullets.
She throws another one at him.
Nice. Do our Shippers get elemental bullets? That would be super useful. If someone could get those.
In theory, he could. She hurls 2 firebolts out of both of her hands, which like soar in like an arc around, and then like both explode on either side of the scarecrow that just bubbles with this shit. Your turn.
Shit. Fucking shit. This is a problem. But we will bonus act. Wait. Yes, we will bonus action aim.
Blam.
Yeah,
Its
I
head
really want to do
explodes.
a ranged rogue because of that bonus action aim.
Yeah, its
throwing
head
daggers would be pretty
explodes into
Straw.
yeah.
Spear!
Streer. The Luck's turn.
You, sir. I think I can get. Whoops, that's not right. Yes, I can get you. So I will burn the spell slot to change that to flamethrower.
He pulls out the he kicks the cannon to where it's like vertical. He takes out the big black smoldering torch and yanks it and explodes the fire damage. It is going to fail and take maximum damage.
Damage.
It
So
shrieks.
top
Sur le tab. 5, 10, 15, 20.
I used to do that shit all the time.
30, 35, 40, 50, 60. Yeah, so it leaps as far as it can, which is basically to the shore over here. Number 3, 5, 10, 15. Well, that would be 20, 30. It gets to the shore, and it is going to try to keep Gore paralyzed, but he shakes it off this turn. Scarecrow 5, 10. It's now in range. It is going to jump and leap and try to claw at Alma, who dodges out of the way.
I want to be touched by scarecrows.
10, 15, 25. This one is going to glare at you, Alma. But you crit, you natural 20.
Ah. It explodes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It is now within range. Oh, I forgot this other one has multi-attack as well. Let's go ahead and have him make his second attack against you, Alma.
No, go away.
That's a definite hit. You take some damage as its second one does get through to you. If you had both your swords out, you feel like you could have blocked it, but...
Eat this, you little shit. I remembered I have a thing.
Good job.
For once.
You kill the scarecrow. As it falls onto you, you pull your blade out and just stab it in. And it goes limp, gurgling this black ooze onto you that burns at your skin when it hits you. Scarecrow number 7 is going to swing at Esmeralda. That's a hit. Oh, that's good damage. It overhand swing, like slams both of its fists into her. She like is very quick to dodge out of the way as best she can, but some of like the ground explodes up and like hits her in the stomach, and then he just goes to rake his fist across the ground to hit Gorgonor as well.
What a fucker.
Dirty 20. Yeah, he slams into Gore, who also tries to get out of the way, but he gets like clipped and spins around. Scarecrow 8, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to be a dick and target all of you guys and try to paralyze you. And saving throw. Boop. And paralyzed. Boop. Gore and Flintlock are paralyzed. Yeah, so it is standing in the swamp. You know, it's not going to get right up on you. It's actually going to stay over here. Let's see, is that 30 feet out? Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Yeah, so Gore and Flintlock feel the weight of this presence like weighing down on them, and from their perspective, like the floor where they are at like lights up red as everything else goes like black, and it's just these two eyes of this giant scarecrow staring at them.
Scarecrows.
Siric's turn.
I'm coming, Gore. Spooky music.
Bloodstruck Beast.
Tell you one thing though, Curse of Strahd has really made me appreciate Spirit Guardians as a spell.
Good spell. Thank you, Odie, for the bless.
Fucking dope ass spell.
So yeah, go ahead and remove the
control
pointer.
target.
Yeah, so control target. You hold control, and there you go. Then you drag the save in the chat.
Save. Technology.
Right, and then you drag
Drop
the
the
damage. So her fire, as she runs up and slams her scythe into the ground, she carves a huge circle which begins erupting with this flame that burns these scarecrows back a bit. Gore's turn.
The abyss flames.
Ooh, a bless. Thank you. Thank you very much, Wolfie. So you have 2 blesses, by the way.
Wait. These fucking paralyses. Gore doesn't get to do anything, so Esmeralda's turn.
Esmeralda's turn. She's going to, you know what? She's going to be smart, and she's going to cast Mirror Image on herself. Yeah.
And the Flintlock fucking falls over because now there's 4 of her.
Flintlock, roll for save versus horny.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage because there's 4 of them.
Wow.
He's already paralyzed.
Jesus.
Almost turn. Oh,
Oof.
you hate to see him at one. No bless
Now
can save
comes
that.
now comes the question of dodging would be a smart idea.
We skip the Flintlock because he is the paralyzed, and we go to Scarecrow 1.
Skip-a-da, and I drag damage onto it.
It is burning away. Technically, it's supposed to get a saving throw first.
Does it?
Yeah, it gets a saving throw each time.
I would drag that onto it then.
So, That's a failure, so it definitely took the full amount. It is going to try to hit Gorgonor, though. That is... Oh! It was going to be a crit anyways, because he's paralyzed, but that's a fucking crit. That's pitiful damage. Jesus Christ. Second attack.
I'll take it.
Ooh, Syric's fire burns its hand as it goes in to ring around Gore's neck. Scarecrow number 3.
Number 3.
Success, so it takes half.
Taking half damage.
Cool, it automatically halved it for me. It is right next to you and Gorgonor, but it is going to attack Gorgonor. It's going to press the advantage.
That tracks.
Somehow
I would
doesn't
certainly
hit.
do the same thing.
Somehow keeps missing. That's insane. The fire
boy.
is just keeping Gore safe from the damage.
And he's laying face down, they can see his thick cake, and they're like, what the fuck?
This one right next to you.
Number
10,
6.
20. It moves over here, and it's going to attack Flintlock.
Yeah. Oh boy.
With 1 miss. And 1 hit, which is an auto crit. Boop. Much better damage. Yeah, so it jumps onto Flintlock from the mud and tries to like drag him into the mire. I assume you like put your boot out and like slam on the creature's head to save your little gobbo buddy.
Get off my goblin.
Big guy is gonna try to hit Esmeralda. Did it hit Esmeralda? No, it did not. So it missed with its first attack. It's gonna try to, I think it's just gonna do the drag thing again and slam into Gorgonor. That is gonna be a lot of fucking damage because Gore wasn't raging.
Oh, minimum damage.
He slams into Gore, knocking him down, like face first. And he's about to bring the hammer down and try to finish off Gorgonor. Scarecrow number 8 is going to trudge into the water now, and he's going to attack you first, Alma. But you dodge out of the way as he overhand slams into the ground, and much like the first one, he's going to drag and try to hit Flintlock with the second one. I wonder if I even need to put... I don't even need to put advantage on it. It just automatically does it. That's cool.
Yeah, because you have the effect on him.
Oh, but it didn't... it doesn't auto-crit, though, so let me roll 2 more damage dice. Okay, so that was a lot of fucking damage. Slams into... Oop, I put that on Gorgonor. That's my bad. Oopsie daisy, I put that on Gorgonor. That was supposed to go on Flintlock. Yeah. Slams into Flintlock and also, like, sends him, like, high up into the air before he comes falling back down to the ground with a painful thud. Syric's turn. So she's holding concentration.
Yep. I think we're just gonna yeet something at him. Give him the old sacred flame. Nice.
So with her scythe, like held in one hand, keeping the flame of spirit guardians going, she just thrusts it forward and like At the last second, she tilts her wrist and just cuts the fucking scarecrow in half. It just turns to ash. Gorgonor is no longer paralyzed.
He's pissed.
He's prone.
He stands up and then he gets pissed. He's like, nobody makes me sit there for 3 rounds or whatever it was.
Roar!
He gonna smash. Oh. Oh.
That was pitiful damage. That sucks.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Oh, jeez. He's really woozy after getting the shit kicked out of him twice.
It happens to shake off that paralysis.
She would be at disadvantage if she attacked the big guy from there, so she's gonna take, she's gonna jump backwards and create an attack of opportunity from the big guy.
How's that affect mirror image?
If she gets hit, she rolls on the mirror image.
Oh, right, that's
if
right.
she rolls above something, it just hits one of those. But she just completely clears it and is totally fine.
Nice.
And she's gonna double firebolt. That's 1 hit, and I'm just gonna roll the second hit. 2 hits.
My class, she's got firebolt.
2. That's a 2 hits. Ah.
Oh no, Strahd's here.
Yeah.
She replaced him with Count Chocula.
She sends 2 more firebolts in arcs that explode. One on its stomach, dealing minimal damage, but the other one hits it on the side of the head and sends it kind of careening for a moment. Almost turn.
That's a me. A stab. Then we go for the Beyblade.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Sneak attack. Oh, it still killed it, but that was pitiful sneak attack damage.
In a flurry of movement, you whirlwind around, and there is nothing but shredded straw on the end of your blades, and that gross ichor.
No.
Flintlock no longer paralyzed, but prone.
Flintlock, stand up and do something. I know you're in range, so it's this.
Blam!
Wow.
Bad damage.
That seems to be the theme of the evening for both of us. Minimum rolls.
Scarecrow 7.
Damage.
Yep, go ahead.
Drag the save onto it. Bastard. Oh, that was a good fucking roll too.
He is going to give you all the terrifying glare.
Oh, stop with that bullshit.
Boop. And Alma and Flintlock are paralyzed once more. Scarecrow 8 is now going to seize this opportunity. What's that? You're gonna use your bless?
No, bless won't save me, I don't think.
Bless might save
I'm
Flintlock,
gonna inspiration it. Okay, I'll bless on Flintlock and I'll use Alma's inspiration.
Okay.
So she can try the save again. Please give her a shot. If you just want to drag it onto him again.
I can do that.
And then I'll Flintlock's bless. Okay, so Alma's good, so Flintlock is
He's
8
a 4 up.
plus 6. Hey.
Nice, thank you for the bless, chat. No paralysis.
Saverness.
Which literally just saved both of them from really fucking bad damage because I was setting Scarecrow 8 to come over here and give you a wallop.
Oh, bop.
Oh, bop.
Yeah, Flintlock can't really take that.
So Alma dodges out of the way again. Flintlock does not, though. He's still picking himself up.
Oh, no. No! My boy!
Flintlock goes flying into the muck and mire.
Quit drowning my goblet! You fucker.
Well, I have to find a way to make it more deadly, you know? Sirik.
Bastard.
I mean, you can save him.
I can, but now I can't touch him.
Actually, the Scarecrow still has movement.
That's fine. I'm just gonna hit him with the smaller one. Well, I can use. Hang on. 3d4. No, we've already used one. He'll have to settle for a little one. Well, no, she rolls max, so that means he gets. Where is it I'm trying to use?
Healing
so
Word
8
is
HP.
8 HP. Healing Word at first level is going to be 4 plus 4. Okay.
Yep.
Oops.
You're okay,
What was your
buddy.
wound at?
What, flintlocks?
Yours.
Mine?
Yeah. 14?
Sure.
I think so. That might be a little bit less than what you were at. I don't remember. That's fine. Yeah, so Flintlock's eyes snap open from the healing word, and he begins to pull himself out of the muck and mire as best as he can.
Well, that reminds me, you, sir, moved into my shit, so eat this. Gore's turn. Best to go down here and fight this one, I think. Yeah. And she's hands!
Crit.
Crunch.
He slams the sword straight through one of its legs, cutting it off.
Eat its ass, Gore.
And with the backhand, he, like, kind of deftly, like, you've never known Gore to be graceful whatsoever. The stances that he's taking with this sword is, like, something that you've heard about, like, in fables of knights. Like, he's incredibly deft with his sword, as if he's fighting with something else beside him.
Oh fuck, that just reminded me of that douchebag still trying to hunt us down.
Ever present.
Yeah, go ahead and slap number 7 with the ancestor thing, so disadvantage on anyone that's not Gore.
Esmeralda looks to the Gobbo who's pulling himself out of the muck, and let's see, I'm gonna roll a d4 to determine her action. She jumps into the mire to pull Flintlock out, and she is going to pull both of them to the shore with her action this round.
What a Chad.
And that is your turn.
Stab. Did I pull out my gun?
You thrust forward and start stabbing into the creature's great leg. Flintlock.
Well, you can't shoot. Does a flamethrower take disadvantage?
Nope.
Nice.
Flamethrower's an area of effect, so.
That tracks with me. These damage rolls at night or something. Fuck it. Try the skimming. Hit it with the dragon skimming. Jesus.
His scimitar does not, or his cutlass doesn't seem to deal too much damage, but his thing definitely, his flamethrower sets it on fire for sure.
That gotcha, bitch.
Scarecrow 7, just as it's about to bring a double hand down onto Gore, ignites, unable to resist the Spirit Guardians any longer, and it catches flame. Scarecrow number 8, however, is going to do everything it can to be a bastard, and it's going to slam onto Flintlock again.
No, Scarecrow's bastard man.
Misses. It's gonna do it again anyway. Hit.
No.
Shit damage. It slams Flintlock into the ground as he is like screaming out, "Kevin! Esmeralda! Help!" Oh, thanks for the hydration check, Odie.
You silly boy. Ooh, I need some water too. I'm a thirsty boy. Ah, yeah, that's good H2O.
Some good H2O indeed.
Water's the best. So is tea.
Gorgonor.
Oh, Scarecrow Slayer. He's gonna end up like fucking, was it Gotrek and Felix? He's gonna have so many Slayer titles by the end of this campaign. What's he got? He's got Angel Slayer, he's got whatever the fuck you call Balaban. Morn Slayer, Death Knight Slayer, Scarecrow Slayer, Vampire Slayer probably. With the rate he's going.
I'll be sad if you don't finish off Strahd.
Look at him!
Holy shit!
Look at this fucking chat!
Gore.
He's not fucking around.
Damn.
You do it again? Do it one more time, go.
Holy fuck! The double crit? What the fuck? Yeah,
Oh
holy shit. He just cuts off like both of its legs in like one huge strike. Like I said, he's fighting unlike you've ever seen. Like, he's this big clumsy guy who's just like overwhelming strength is how he win. But he's like dexterous with this blade. He comes in with this huge arc, cutting both of the legs off at the knee. And as the Scarecrow is like falling forward, he just like turns around, goes into a kneeling position, and thrusts his blade up at just the right time to stab it in the chest, prop the whole thing up. And then when he rips his blade out, the whole thing just collapses into this big puddle of straw and bubbling ichor.
He's gone second phase Ludwig, that's what he's done. He went from Wild Beast to fucking Holy Knight.
Gore is on fire, holy shit. Those were good
Yeah,
damage rolls too, those were above average.
He did. He got the amulet and he got the sword and he's like, yeah, I can destroy everything with this.
Yeah,
It's all about confidence.
Wow, holy shit. Okay, well, this is a good time for us to go to break, so don't go anywhere, anybody. We're going to take another 5 to 10, and then we will return for the final hour or so of Curse of Strahd, Rise of Alma. Be right back, guys.
double crit. Some tea. Not that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
good tea. I'm out of my good loose leaf. It's just not that it's bad tea. It's just basic HEB tea bag stuff.
Yeah, teabag. Yeah, that was that double crit was crazy, for sure. Thank you for sitting tight with us, everybody. We sure appreciate you. Welcome back. Welcome back as we round out the session with the final hour. We come back in on our party. A large quantity and number of, like, just articles of straw and these, like, viscous puddles of ooze surrounding you on this small island in the middle of this marsh.
Rush. Oh, let's take a breather, everyone.
But rest.
Yep. Why are my hit dice so low? Or do I normally have 3 hit dice? That doesn't seem right.
Good question.
Did we long rest at the
Yeah, I did apply a long rest.
inn?
Hmm.
That's strange.
Hmm.
Well, almost not that banged up, so it's not a big deal.
Maybe it only restored half because technically a long rest only is supposed to be half. That's probably what it
Oh,
was.
maybe.
It's probably pre-programmed to do that. We don't normally play that way, but I mean, it is Curse of Strahd, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Knowledge is power.
Funny doing this because I don't remember taking short rest very often at all with the other one. It didn't come up as often as it does in this hellscape.
Best DM ever. Oh, thank you. Oof. You hate to see a 1 on a recovery. Ooh, and a 2 on a D12 recovery dice. Jesus Christ.
Making up for them for the crits.
Yeah.
There we go. Round it up with the max one.
There we go.
I can't roll Esmeralda's.
I will roll
But
for her. She's got
She can take some too.
11. I will do 1. That is 6. 10 X 3. Okay. So you have taken the better part of an hour to uneasily sit on this island with the fog swirling about. You feel significantly better after taking the time to rest, but you've been hearing very eerily, almost no sound, just the water lapping about the shore every now and again.
I like that. Well, not left to do but push on, I guess. Towards the manor.
Okay. You trudge through.
Making our way downtown.
You move yourself, I'll move everybody else for you.
Okay.
From where you're standing, I didn't put up the walls or anything because, again, I didn't really have the time. But from where you're standing, through this doorway on the opposite side of this ruined garden, you can see some form, like a great man in the fog. And I'm going to need perception checks from everyone.
Talk about over here.
Yep. Further into the room, though, like in the middle.
Yeah, but that direction. Okay.
Yep.
You said perception checks from everyone.
Yes, please.
Look, I remembered the dice tower.
Thank you. Yeah, these maps were made by Aeon Bar Cartography. You can find them on Patreon. I'll provide the links again because we are using more than one.
Yeah, they make some pretty sick fucking maps. What was the other one we put it on? Was it the tower? We used another one of theirs.
Yeah, the Bone Grinder. Yep. Yep. They made
Oh, the
very
Bone
good
Grinder.
mods. Yep.
I love
They
little
are
home.
fantastic. So check out their Patreon. I did ask them if in DMs if I could, and they said yes. They just wanted to know where, and I told them that I would obviously be providing links in chat to all of you guys for when we need such a thing. Excuse me. So let's see. As you begin making your way through into the garden, Sirik stops everyone just in time, and I need you to go ahead and roll initiative for the ground on either side to explode with force from these bodies upon bodies, torsos stacked and melded and stitched together, covered in profane runes, dripping with this black suppurating substance, and hissing and roaring. The sound
I like it.
of the dozens of damned that make up their form. Alma.
Gross.
The two behind you are up in the trees, by the way. They're in that tree.
Tree snakes. Oh,
You carve it
I wasn't
down
expecting that.
very, very quickly.
Sussy.
You leap forward and
Oh,
stab
sure.
into the second one, dealing more damage.
It's good. That was weird.
I don't think you dealt the damage to the
I'm sure
creature.
they didn't put the damage on the.
Yeah, I'll just put it on it. Which one
Alright,
is it?
good.
Number 3?
Yeah, number
It burns
3.
away to ash instantly.
Just gonna walk up and give it the bop.
Bop. Come on in, slam.
Ah.
He cuts it in half, and it falls to the ground, writhing. Flintlock takes aim.
Flintlock, you deal with this one up in the tree. They're in the trees, man.
We're in the trees, man. Blam. It is stunned by his shot. and it is
Just deleted that
critted
thing from
on
existence.
by the force cannon. It explodes into a shower of bone and sinew and ooze.
And snakes.
What do you do?
Well, just keep moving forward towards that weird door.
You now see on the opposite side of the door, in the middle of the room, pacing back and forth, a translucent shape of what was once a huge man.
Interesting. You're a ghost.
A ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant of a man, his features mutilated and his entrails hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite its intimidating presence, the apparition has a cringing light in its eyes.
Why do you invade my home? Be gone. I beseech you. Be gone.
Just we're passing through, looking for a Baba Yaga or something like that.
Is death what you seek? For you have come to the place where it dwells.
He says, like, he's got some of his entrails, like, hanging out in a rope, in, like, ropes in his hands.
No, I mean, I'm not looking forward to dying, no. But I gotta be here, you know. Unfortunately, it's the only way I can stop you know who.
Stop. There can be no stopping anything. You walk in the land saturated with death. And now you have come to the House of Rose.
Yeah, like I said, we're just passing through. We need to get to the other side of the village, and this was kind of the only way we could, you know, take. No harm. We'll be on our way.
I cannot permit you to pass.
I had a feeling that was going to be the case. We don't have to do this, you know.
He looks
We
at
can all
you.
just go about our own separate ways.
He looks at you with this baleful expression, as if he doesn't really want to do it either.
Tell me, do you know the tale of Marina?
Kind of. It was relayed to me a little bit, yes.
My daughter. She no longer. Her soul. It is the last soul in Barovia. The witch, Baba Lysaga. She has stripped the last of them to be made into her scarecrows. She uses body and soul of the Barovians without remorse. Her evil is unquenching, and the darkness that she pursues is a detriment to all.
Well, all the more reason we should stop her, right?
I may do no such thing.
Well, let us do it then. I mean, we're already heading that way anyway.
He looks at you again with that expression like he really doesn't want to do it either. And with his right hand, he reaches deep into his stomach cavity and up into his guts, where you can hear the sound of intestines and sinew. His form begins corporeating. It's going from this translucent bluish to a solid mottled gray, and very quickly to this sick green. As he's reaching inside of himself and twisting his own insides with his hand, the agony that he's feeling is ripping his soul back to this plane and making him have form once more. I'm gonna need a stat block real quick.
Oh no. We could have been friends. Or at least friendly acquaintances.
There is a way, but with the way that the cards were, not on this one.
Oh no. Damn you, Esmeralda.
Madam Eva.
I was blaming Esmeralda because I assumed I could only have one companion. And she was my card.
Boop. Boop. And okay. And music. Yeah. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Initiative.
And Esmeralda. Ooh. We got 24. Damn. I'll go ahead and move everybody up, assuming that they were already there.
Yeah.
Okay, Esmeralda goes first, it looks like.
Get him, Esmeralda.
So, seeing the creature corporealize, she is not really sure what to make of this yet. And she is going to... nope, that takes a minute. Okay, she is going to, cast Protection from Good and Evil on herself. Boop. Your turn, Alma.
Oh, okay. Dad didn't raid no sissy.
Odie asked, is that going to eat the adventurers? I said, nah, they beat a death knight. They're going to be fine.
You say that, and then this thing's gonna fucking... Guard number 4's not here, so...
Oh, fuck.
What chance do we really stand against such a monstrosity?
So you rush forward.
Oh no, well, we're off to a good start.
You stab into him, and you just feel...
Actually, you know what? Wait,
You have a bless still. A 19.
It's a 19 hit.
You have 2 blesses, so that's your first one. A 19 does not hit.
Oh god. Well, that's gonna be a problem, probably.
You stab into him, and you feel the flesh just absorb the blow. You just, right up to your wrist, you go into his stomach, and he looks down at you, and like half of his face is like really sad, like he's like on the verge of crying, and then the other half is like upturned in this demonic grin. The teeth are like sharpened, and there's like these like pusses and like pustules and like tendrils like coming out of it.
Armor class is something. Good.
He wrenches his hand out from his guts finally, and when he squishes this big heart with these tendrils sticking out of it, and this like gross black ichor just pumping out, it explodes from underneath this creature made manifest of horrific sinew and bone and fat and tendrils that amalgamate into his form, and he becomes a huge fuck off centaur boy.
What's happening?
And he's going to, he's going to cast Fire Shield on himself. His form ignites in these green eldritch flames, and he is wreathed in it. And Alma takes some damage. Do you even get a save against that? Nope. You don't take the damage yet. Gore's turn.
Gore. Stand right there.
Timo.
Get him.
Your bless just, well, almost helped. He rolled really good on it, but the armor class is really high.
That's armor class. Whack!
Whack!
Speaking of whack, get him, Gore. Slay. Become Centaur Slayer. Kill everything in our way.
Okay, so
Beat you,
Gore.
boy.
And the second one misses. Okay. So when he lashes out, he cuts off some of the like excess fat and flesh that makes up this person, and like it just spills out onto him, burning like oil, and he like it knocks him off balance. It takes him out of the zone for a minute, and he's just flailing about wildly with the sword.
Yes. Well, we'll hit him with the ancestor thing, so that'll save someone next turn. We bring the bow out.
Oh,
My girl.
That's a lot of damage. She crits, dealing 35 damage as her arrow hits him straight in the chest and explodes inward with that cold necrotic force.
Nice.
Esmeralda, let's see what you got, girl. You know what? She wouldn't know this, but this is absolutely in line with what she would do. She yells for Gore to get down as she throws her hand up in an arc of lightning, hits him straight in the chest, and for a moment it looks like it staggers him, and then when the smoke clears, it did absolutely nothing to him. So now she knows that he's immune to lightning damage. Alma's turn.
Well, shit.
Oh, fuck. Although you do have the thing on him, so he's gonna have disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Joy Brother, good to see you.
I forgot force things up. Yeah, so I get a running start.
You finally get a good slash in on him, and you lop off more of his tissue. Oh, you take fire damage too, because that was a melee attack. There it is, doe. Where it is, doe. There it is, doe. Up. So Flintlock unloads into the creature and deals some damage. He is going to begin bellowing out laughter. And he is going to strike at Alma, the first person to attack him. It's 3 attacks. So, his left hand, he makes into this huge sword of hardened bone. And his right, he turns into a long lance. And he's just going to come down with this huge overhanded swing at you, Alma.
No.
And he hits.
Disadvantage.
Thank you.
Although he's probably beefy enough to. Oh.
You dodge out of the first one, and then he's going to come in fast as fuck with the lance.
No, Gore's ancestors protect me.
They do. And then when he sees that happening, he looks to Gore, and he is going to go with a huge overhanded swing with the lance at him. Oh, he reckless attacked, didn't he? So.
He did. Oh, damn it.
So Gore takes some damage as he gets hit with the lance. And then he's gonna have to make a Constitution saving throw. Ooh, that's really lucky for him. Wow, that's really lucky for him. That's good. The air around him shunts inward and distorts, slamming in on itself. And that is his turn.
Keep doing it, Gore. Oh. Little spirit curse him again. That's all we can do.
Blam! Another arrow hits square in its stomach. Esmeralda, now knowing that that didn't do shit, is going to... Let's see here... She's gonna firebolt him. That's a hit. And that's a miss, unfortunately, but the first one does hit. And the fire damage goes through. Your turn, Alma.
Beyblade.
Oh no. Oh no! Flintlock's turn.
Just keep blasting at him.
Oh, you know what? I need to apply that, what is it? The fire shield damage. So you hit one time, and then Gore hit 2 times, or 1 time?
One time.
1 time? Okay. He
Now we...
is going to dimension door away back over here.
No.
And
God damn it. That's hard.
yeah, that's where he goes. And then as a bonus action, he reaches his hand, like just the lance part like molds back into a hand for a second as he reaches up inside of himself once more, pumps his own heart faster and faster and faster, and you can see him start to speed up, and his hand becomes a lance again. And that's gonna be his turn. It's Gorgonor.
It's Gorgonor.
Wait a second, I did that out of sync. Let me, I'm sorry, let me think about this for a second. If he... No, he could... He's going... Okay, never mind. He's gonna haste himself first, then Dimension Door back, and then he's gonna use his movement to close the distance and make an attack roll. That's what it's gonna be. He only gets a single attack this turn, but that's what he's gonna do. 'Cause that's way scarier. And it does hit. So he can't use his big scary ability because it didn't recharge. But he does drive his lance into Gore's hide. And it's now Gore's turn.
hitting him
Let me make sure I put
before he
haste
does
on
something
him.
weird. What's it worth? Let me see AC go up.
He succeeded on his concentration check. And Gore takes the fire damage. Where'd the fire damage go? Did I pass it up? I did.
Where'd that fire damage go?
So Sirik lets loose another arrow that flies into the big boy. Seeing how wounded Gore is, Esmeralda is going to rush forward and give him a Cure Wounds. Where her Cure Wounds at? I just saw it. She has Cure Wounds, yeah? Maybe not. I thought maybe it was Potion of Cure Wounds. No, it wouldn't say that. That makes no sense. I thought I saw she had Cure Wounds. Maybe not. Okay, then. She's not going to do that. She is going to throw fire bolts again. Oof. And that's a hit. He is successful in his concentration check again, and it is Alma's turn.
Alright, Alma, let's
Bring it
actually hit
home.
him. That would be nice. Bring it home! Do it for Ghost Dad! Oh, that's so close.
So close.
At least she hit him. Oh, that sneak attack damage was less than desirable.
You break haste.
Oh, we did that at least. Maybe it's Flintlock's turn to kill something big.
Yeah. You stagger him.
Bring it home, Flintlock. Oh, shit. Everyone's choking. Fuck.
Yeah, everyone just choked. And he is going to... Let's see... I need to apply fire shields to you because you just hit him. And I think that he is just going to be the biggest bastard he possibly can be and deal as much damage as possible. Stab with the lance. He hits Gore. Stab with the lance. He hits Gore. The shield goes down, and he's going to take a big ol' swipe at Alma. 17 misses you, god damn. That's crazy. You have an armor class of 18 or higher? Damn.
Because of the mage armor.
That's right. Yeah.
That actually did something for me.
The sword is about to come swinging straight down on your head, and you can just feel some unseen force. When you look, it's like you can see your dad's hand, like, pushing the blade away from you. Gore fails a death save. Sirik's turn.
No. Okay, Sirik, I sure make it home. Yep.
There it is. That's a crit.
It is.
There he is.
Pop.
He
Her depression really
explodes.
got a power boost.
She screams, "I hate," as she destroys the horseman with a...
Not a phase, Mom. It's a lifestyle. Ah.
As the creature explodes into dust, you can see its ghost fading away behind it. And that is where we're going to end the session.
We did it, boys.
Not quite.
Ain't no weird flesh. Damn it. We did that part, boys.
You beat the mini boss.
Oh no. It was a mini boss.
Yeah. 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 So, thanks everybody for being here. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I sure do appreciate you guys. You are amazing. We love y'all. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending the souls. Those really helped out. I'm going to roll over the blesses from now. So remember that I think Alma's got like one, Gore's got both of his, and then Sirik's got both of hers. I think Flintlock used both of his though. So remember that, because I'll forget. I even told you. I'll be like, are you sure I said that? And you'll be like, yes, I'm fucking telling you. And I'll be like, all right. So remind me of that, Ted or chat, whichever of you remembers. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody for being here. That was a really grand old time. Can't wait to finish off this little section next week. Let's find a homie to raid into real quick. Share the love. Ocarina Soul's going. Let's raid into Soul. We have to be fast because I think he's probably gonna end soon. So let's raid into Soul. And yeah, thank you again, everybody. Love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Homebrew Homies at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Bye, guys.